Have you ever had your mind go completely blank right in the middle of a conversation? That moment of sheer panic when you suddenly have nothing to say. You're not alone, and it's not because you're boring. The paradox of conversation is that we actually have too many things to say, not too few. Your brain constantly generates thousands of thoughts, but most of them get blocked by a filter before they ever reach your lips. This filter is what's making you go blank. Every time you think that's too random or they won't care, you are strengthening that filter. The more you worry about saying the perfect thing, the fewer options your conscious mind has. Imagine someone mentions they just got back from vacation. Your mind instantly generates dozens of responses. Questions about the trip, comments about your own travel plans, observations about their tan. But then your filter kicks in. The tan comment seems shallow. The joke might fall flat. And suddenly, your mind is blank. Understanding that your problem isn't a lack of ideas, but an overactive filter is the first step to never running out of things to say. This is the formula for you to master every conversation forever. Chapter 1. The Stop Overthinking Principle. What if I told you that overthinking is killing your conversations? That your attempt to say the perfect thing is exactly what's making you say nothing at all? I want to introduce you to the Stop Overthinking Principle. The principle is simple. Say what comes to mind within 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, your filter kicks in and starts rejecting perfectly good conversation material. This isn't about blurting out inappropriate thoughts. Your basic social awareness still works. This is about bypassing your own self-judgment system. I used to treat casual coffee chats like I was being interviewed for a top secret government position, as if one boring comment would get me disqualified from human interaction forever. That was a huge mistake. Here's your immediate action step. Within 3 seconds, say the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't analyze, don't judge. Just say it. Why does it work? Think of your brain as a river of ideas. The 3-second rule is like reaching out and grabbing a fish instead of trying to build a massive dam to select the most perfect one. It sets you free. What's the common mistake to avoid? Waiting for the perfect moment or the wittiest remark. It doesn't exist. The right move is to say the good enough thing right now because good enough often leads to the greatest conversations. Chapter 2. Curiosity, your conversation's superpower. The single most powerful tool for never running out of things to say isn't cleverness. It's curiosity. The people who can talk to anyone aren't the most interesting people. They are the most interested people. Genuine curiosity solves almost every conversation problem. I used to memorize jokes before dates, trying to perform like an actor. It was exhausting, and it never worked. The real shift happened when I stopped trying to be interesting and started being genuinely interested in the other person. Here is your specific action step. In your next conversation, find one thing about the other person that genuinely fascinates you and ask 3 follow-up questions about it. Why is this so effective? It flips a switch in your brain. It shifts the focus from a nervous spotlight on yourself to a curious flashlight on them. Anxiety can't survive when your mind is busy exploring. What's the mistake to avoid? Asking questions like a robot from a checklist. The right way is to listen for the spark in their voice and dig deeper right there. Your interest must be real. Chapter 3. The Art of the Follow-Up Question. The secret weapon of great conversationalists isn't having a lot to say. It's knowing how to ask follow-up questions. If you master this skill, you could talk to a wall for an hour. I've been in those maddening, dead-end conversations where someone asks how my day was, then immediately launches into a 20-minute monologue about theirs without a single follow-up. Don't be that person. Here's your immediate action step. Instead of immediately jumping to your related experience, stay on their topic just a little longer. Listen, identify a detail, and dig deeper. For example, if someone says, "I just got back from Italy," the basic response is,
how was it? But a master asks, what was your favorite city? And then, what made Florence stand out? And then, was it the architecture that impressed you or something else? Why does it work? Each question goes one level deeper, showing genuine interest while making it incredibly easy to maintain the conversation. It takes the pressure off you and creates space for the other person to share more. The common mistake? Switching topics too quickly out of anxiety. The right way is to explore a subject with some depth before moving on. If any of this is hitting home, do me a solid and smash that like button. It tells me I'm on the right track, and it helps this video find more people who need it. Okay, let's get back to it. Chapter 4, Conversation Threading. Never run out of topics. What if you could turn one conversation topic into 5 new directions? That's exactly what conversation threading does. It's like having a GPS for your conversation, always showing you the available paths forward. I used to feel a conversation just die. We'd both be staring at each other, and I could feel the momentum drain away. The problem wasn't a lack of topics, it was my inability to see the topics that were already there. Here is your specific action step. When someone speaks, mentally highlight 3 keywords in their sentence. These are your threads. If they say, I was just hiking in Colorado with my brother, though the weather wasn't great. There are at least 5 threads. Hiking, Colorado, their brother, the weather, or travel in general. Why is this so effective? It turns a single statement into a menu of options. You're no longer on a one-way street to a dead end. You have a map. What's the mistake to avoid? Pouncing on the first thing you hear and ignoring everything else. The right way is to explore a subject with some depth before moving on. All right, here is your action plan. This week, your mission is to use the 3-second rule just once a day. Then in one conversation, become an interest detective. Finally, try to spot the threads. This isn't about perfection. It's about practice. This is how you learn to never run out of things to say. And here's the challenge. The next time you feel your mind go blank, just comment on something in your immediate environment. Anything. That's your first recovery mission. Listen, this will feel weird at first. Your brain will fight you. That's perfectly normal. You are literally rewiring a lifetime of bad habits. Be patient with yourself. You have the tools now. You understand the paradox, and you have a strategy to stop being your own worst enemy in conversations. The freedom to connect with anyone is within your grasp, and you will never run out of things to say again. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the one situation where you most fear running out of things to say? A first date? A job interview? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about it. If you got value from this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss what's next. Because in the next video, we are tackling the art of telling a story that people will actually remember. Stay curious and keep building.